everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So continuing on with my page for my journal using the music paper, and we were working on these little tuck spots. So I'm sorry I had to split this into two videos, but I went to get something and realized how long I'd been videoing for, so I decided it was best to split it into two. Okay, so I just want to see what scraps I have here. These are my small scraps from my Junk with Steph design team project, and that's the sort of thing I'm looking for. Just I like that across there, just that little pop of colour, but I'm not 100% sure that that's where I want to go for this. I don't want to overcomplicate it, and I feel like I am, so going with a plan B. And I had a little thought overnight. So yes, this is the next day, and I was thinking about it overnight, and I'm wondering if I feel like I'd like to have a little play with some fabric, maybe a fabric ruffle, but I don't want a really thick ruffle. So this is a piece of calico, so that's where my scissors went. So, oops. It's always fun to tear the calico. It makes such a lovely sound when it's happening. Okay. So, I'm just looking to see where my frayed edge is. And of course, I'm keeping these strings. I have actually moved my little container that I keep them in onto my other desk in my craft room, because I was unpicking some fabric over there and I haven't moved it back yet. Okay, so I really like that. And then I had them all stacked on top of each other, so they're really hard to get to. Okay, so I'm looking at this brown. It's a neutral brown, so I had 3 different browns that I did when I tea dyed. When I dyed my fabrics. I like that, but I feel like it's too heavy. Okay, so that's not working for me. So I need a plan B. My pinks, I think, are the wrong colour tone for working with this pink here, and so are the greens. Well, the blue is a nice lighter tone. I wonder if that will work. Don't mind that. I'm not 100% sold, which means that it's time to come up with another plan. Actually, no. Just pulling a variety of my gel prints out. That's kind of fun. And I'm wondering about maybe just a piece of, do I want white fabric or do I want, the other thing is that going to make it too wide? I'm wondering if I need to pop that on this side. That way I have more of the flowers showing. Pop that one on the back maybe. Okay, and it's too tall, which I didn't think about. I'm just trying to decide where I need to cut. So, because I'm kind of lining up, sorry, I'm kind of matching this to the colours on the paper. Part of that colour is the blue, little splash of blue down here. And I feel like this lighter tone up here is kind of working with that. I don't know why, but I don't want to take that whole section off down the bottom. So, where was my pencil mark at the top? There it is. Kind of doing this at a funny angle. I'm not used to using my paper trimmer this way. Okay, I'm hoping I cut that right. Now, how did I get that wrong? How could I possibly have gotten that so wrong? Oh my goodness. What did I do? Oh, I've come in at the wrong side. Oh, look at that. This is where I should have been. And I've used... I should have double checked. Okay. So maybe this will be a tuck rather than... That's okay. We can make that work. Can't believe I did that. Deary me. Never mind. Okay, so I'm going to ink these. So I hope you're all fabulous. I am. I am super keen to make some more ephemera and pages for some journals. If I could stay in here and craft all day, I would. Unfortunately, you know, I have to do things like eat, and even eating gets in the way of my crafting. It doesn't make me happy. I'm steering towards trimming that in half actually, and just doing, I don't know whether I can do it on here though. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. Yes, I like that. Okay. And then I'm going to cut a little strip of this white. I feel like the white will really lift it, but part of me is going, maybe the cream of the calico is better, so I may try both. Oh, and I have a really thin strip. I think that's too thin actually. Or is it? Just a tad too thin. Okay. So I'm going to try both of these. Oh gosh, I love these strings. Now this piece of calico has got, it's actually got pencil marks on the back of it, which sometimes happens when I get my fabrics from the scrap basket. So here in Australia in Spotlight, they have fabrics that they sell in, what are they called? It's been so long since I've been in store. They're like remnants bins. And sometimes when I get them home and wash them, I find that they've got pencil marks on the back. So for what I use them for, that's fine with me. Okay, so I like that, but it's more blended. Whereas I feel like this will give a little pop, which might be quite fun, I'm thinking. I'm trying to work out which way around the fabric goes. I think I'm liking this already better. I'm liking this better already. Oh my gosh. Except it's very curly. Okay, I like this one. So giving myself a little bit of length at the bottom. And I'm going to glue this onto here. I might try my thick fabric glue, which means I have to wait for it to come down. Okay, so just adding some fabric glue to this. And again, this gel print is on matte photo paper. Whoops, I'm glad that landed that way. Just trying to tease it into place because that fabric is curly when I put it down. It didn't go on straight all the way, but that's not too bad. And I'm going to pop that down. Now I'm just wondering if I want something on here. Put the lid on here. I really hadn't thought that far ahead. So I have Vibrant Butterflies from Junk with Steph. I think they might be too big. And I'm not sure, I have got them cut smaller, but I'm not sure that I have cut any of the smaller ones. Oh, I have. So I'm not sure what size I printed these. They may have been 2 to a page. I don't mind that. Oh, I'm just seeing one with blues and creams, which would be really fun. This one's the same butterfly but bigger. I just realised that I had him. Oh no, he was the right way around. This one's at a different orientation. I'm trying to decide whether I want to have it as a side tuck or maybe even glue those two edges down perhaps. Which I may do because I'm planning on sewing the top and the bottom to create a pocket. I wonder if I could have a top loading pocket instead of a side. So because I've cut this one shorter, I might do this one as a tuck and glue the side and the bottom and have this as a top loading pocket, I think. And then the one at the front I will do as a side loading pocket and have a side tuck. Am I making sense? I don't know if I am, but okay. So in my fussing cutting basket, which is just on my desk here, I have these butterflies from Artie Mays. It's called Butterflies and Ephemera Large and Small, and this little butterfly here was just calling out to me. I was looking at the pinks. I'm thinking they might be really beautiful together. And I do like that. I love that it's got the light blue around the outside. I think I really like that. So I'm going to lock that in. And then also from Artie Mays, I have her Words Spring freebie. And I'm just looking at these quotes. A flower blossoms for its own joy. I really love that. I feel like I want to move that up. And I may pop some cheesecloth on there, I'm thinking. So I just want to ink that. All the way around. And some cheesecloth. Or maybe even a piece of lace. Would that work? Goes that way. to see if I can attach that butterfly onto the label. I like that. I like that, but I want more. I don't know what I want though. No, I think I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, so I'm locking that in. Scooch that over just a fraction. Just a little bit more glue under there. Okay, and then locking this one in. Just need to take it off that page because I've got glue at the back of the wings where I don't necessarily need it. So just here, I'm just going to remove the excess glue as best I can. Okay. And I really love that. And I'm actually going to glue that on now. So this one will be stitched down here and across the bottom. I may even stitch at the side, I'm not sure. So I can lock that in because it doesn't matter if the sewing is over the top. Or do I want to sew around? No, I might sew around. I will. I'm going to sew down here and down here, I think, first. Then glue it on and then sew around here. And so that will actually look like it's sewn all the way around. So that's my first one. Took a little longer to get where I needed to be, but I'm okay with that. Now this one. Okay. See if I can remember where my pencil mark is this time around. Okay, so I'm going to ink this. And I'm wondering, oh that's right, it's shorter. Does it need to be the same length? I don't know that it does though. because I'm actually wondering. So I have my big bag of sari silk here. I thought that might work, but I don't know if the greens are working for me. I've kind of got two different greens. I do have a neutral down the bottom though, that could work. Or even that blue and white. I don't mind that. Okay, so I'm going to find the edge of the blue if I can. Goes forever. So I'm just going to cut into this a little bit then. And looks like I have a seam here, so I'm going to cut into, wondering if I could unpick it, and I can. I don't like waste, so if I can unpick I will. Oops. Okay, gosh, my desk is like seriously messy on my right hand side. There is so much on it. Okay, so just wondering how wide I want to cut this. I think I'd like to keep it fairly, I'm going to say about there, fairly wide I'm thinking. I'm going to do half. And I'll pop that in my basket. I'm wondering about the green and the blue together, or whether I want to turn it around and do it that way. It is okay, but I'm going to start from the bottom because I do want that little bit of blue in there. Now, do I want to, I'm trying to decide if I want to scrunch it. So apply the fabric first and scrunch, or I think I might apply this first. I don't think I inked that edge. Because I cut it after I inked. Okay. So I've got, like it that way around. Okay, now trying to straighten out sari silk is not an easy task. Okay, that's not too bad. And I'm going to I'm going to add the glue on here actually. You'll see why in a minute. Okay. So locking that in, and then at the very top, just want to scrunch it just a bit. Just to give a little bit of texture at the top. But I want it to hang up over the edge. This piece here I want to fold under. So I need a touch of glue under here. That was a touch more than I wanted. Just trying to work as quickly as I can while that glue is still wet. And I'm going to cut about there. And it's not ruffled as such, it's just sort of got a little bit of texture to it, which I'm really liking that. Just need it to come out. Just notice that this isn't on straight, which is why my fabric at the top looks crooked. That's a bit better. So that will go on like that. And then, do I want to use the same butterflies maybe? So again from Artie Mays. Just looking to see what's in here. Kind of looking for a smaller. I feel like that's too big, although that would really make a statement. But still tucking things in and out, I think it would get in the way. So I'm just wondering, it's about the same size. I think they're all a little bit big. I haven't cut the smaller ones, but I am just thinking I do have. So from Artie Mays, I have the butterflies in blue add-on. And I'm wondering if, I'm kind of steering towards a blue butterfly because of the blues that I have. I'm not sure that's working for me though. I don't mind that. I'm feeling like it needs to be softer. Maybe this one. So this one is from Art Vintages and it's from the Butterflies-72 kit. The blues are completely wrong. Okay, so maybe if I work with the pinks. So these are all from the same kit, the Art Vintages Butterflies-72. Don't mind that. that one back before I forget where it came from. I just found another option that I hadn't considered, so no, they're not working for me. They've got a slightly yellower tone and it's just not working for me with those papers or with what I have going on, including the papers and the sari ribbon. I don't know, it's just not working. But so this is Allegra Digital Yellow Butterflies. Oh, now I do really like that. It's kind of picking up on the cream fabric and the creaminess of that paper behind. There is a slight greeny blue which is kind of working with that stamp. Okay, that has sold me on that. And so, what do I want to put with that? Okay, so from Artie Mays, the Word Spring Kit, which was a Facebook group freebie. This is the same kit, but it is printed larger. So I'm guessing this was 1 to a page, and the one on the back, this one, was 2 to a page. You can see the size difference in the labels. Although I am kind of liking that size. I thought I would prefer the larger, but now that I've seen that, we'll see if I can find the same label, which I don't actually remember what it said. I like this one. I think that could work okay. Right, so let me ink those. Trying to work out my placement so I can glue my butterfly down. Thinking about there. The struggle is real. Good grief. Okay. Okay, I like the placement. Trying to get excess glue on there. Not part of the plan. Okay. So I like that placement there, I think, which kind of covers up a lot of that flower, which is, do I want it lower? No, I like it up there. Okay, so do I want a little piece of lace or something? I think this is a little piece of curtain lace. I'm just wondering whether that would offer a nice contrast being a bit more white. Don't mind that, I want it a bit smaller. Didn't quite cut straight. That makes me happy. Okay, I'm locking that in. Well, I completely underestimated how high I had to come. I'm getting glue on my page. Goodness me. I'm stuck. Can you see that? Okay, and then that will go on about there. I like that placement. Just burnishing that down. So pretty. Okay, and that will be sewn on there. How do I want to do this one? So I think I will sew down this edge here first on its own. So sew down this edge and then pop it on here. No, I need to sew this edge separately, and then I need to sew this end onto here. And then I'm going to put both sheets together and I'm going to sew across the bottom to make a side tuck. And then we'll have a pocket or a tuck in here. A side pocket, really. Okay, so they are our 2 tucks plus our belly band, which I absolutely love. It took me a little bit longer to get there, but I'm so happy with them. I hope you've really enjoyed watching them come together. So I hope you've enjoyed watching my process, and it just goes to show that it doesn't always come easily, but when you love the results at the end of it, as much as I really love these, then it's all worthwhile. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and a huge thank you to Steph from Junk with Steph for allowing me to showcase your beautiful digitals. I'm really loving the way they're working with my gel prints at the moment, and I'm having lots of fun with that. So, and a special mention to Andrea at Artie Mays for your beautiful freebies, because they've just worked really lovely with these papers and I really love the results. So a huge thank you to you all for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all soon, everybody. Please stay inspired, stay safe, and happy crafting. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.